Oh, okay. We live now. Well, there we go. We only need two pieces. Okay. We'll be back in a quick second. First, I gotta find the music.
Yeah, you can't take a break till you find music.
Right, I can't take a break till I find some music. Ain't that some stuff? Cause I could have sworn. Let me play that Triller Band.
You sent some tracks in too? I'm about to say, y'all sing or something? Y'all sing or something? But y'all sent him some music.
You said I can't.
Tried.
You said why don't we submit some music? What's that process? Because I do got some people that probably want to submit some music.
When you start doing your show on Sunday, what's the process? The easiest way, because I'm gonna be here to engineer every Sunday for you. So all you gotta do is just talk.
That's cute. Wait, no, there we go. This good.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure they both on. There we go.
So let's start this. Chillin' Bands Up, Don't Change. That's my son, by the way. You might hear a whole lot of his music from time to time.
See, I want to put my wine before we start.
You want to do what?
I want to pour my wine before we start.
Go ahead, do your
but I
thing.
don't want to.
Don't be hating on yourself. We keep it R-E-E-E-E-L.
Look, okay, so
Delete the L. A-L.
So this what happened, y'all.
What happened?
Because I was like, cause we both like.
Can we talk about just I wanna know. Can we talk about just you? I grew up around street niggas and dope fiends. Always did what I wanted, know what they told me. Lost a lot of my people and left me lonely. Still affected by demons, that's from the old me. Got a hold of my heart, don't know if I'll get better. So shoot for the stars, that's the only way I'll settle. Shoot for the stars, that's the only way I'll settle. Shoot for the stars, that's the only way I'll settle. Can we talk about how you really left me? And when she walked about that door, sometimes I felt neglected. And I don't gotta hold no gun just to feel protected. But just know we keep them chops ready for shooting sessions. Can we talk about just you? And how you left me all alone, that's why that wasn't cool. I feel deserted, I'm just hurting in this dark room. First it was Grandpa, then JB, I swear to God that I can't sleep. And then my mom and now Granny, I gotta make it out the streets because the devil watching me. I can feel the energy and tell that he plotting. So I keep my circle small and stay away from the flogging. Say this for all my real ones that are gone or ain't made it. Say this for all my real ones persevering and they ain't quit. Say this for all my real ones that got dreams just keep chasing. Say this for all my real ones that stay solid and they ain't switch. Life is hard but it get better. Can't be flocking by the feather. Wanna leave, well gon' just let them go. If more don't gotta settle. I done went through the fire, talking trials and tribulations. It done took me some time, but I finally elevate. Swear I'm one of a kind. Special record even rated. Special record even rated. Can we talk about just you? I grew up around street niggas and dope fiends. Always did what I wanted, know what they told me. Lost a lot of my people and left me lonely. Still affected by demons, that's from the old me. Got a hold of my heart, don't know if I'll get better. So shoot for the stars, that's the only way I'll settle. Shoot for the stars, that's the only way I'll settle. Shoot for the stars, that's the only way I'll settle. Always told you there's no woman that could take your place. Walk 1,000 miles through hell just to see your face. Why'd you leave me like Bermuda and you ain't leave a trace? Only thing you left me hurting was this fucking vase. I really miss when you could hold me on my bad days. Now my mind it just be tripping like a mad maze. From my heart need more these stitches and some band-aids. I've been looking for the cure but it ain't man-made. Said that you won't leave me but you left me by myself. My heart constantly bleeding and it ain't good for my health. Said that you was hurting well it wasn't by yourself. Been broken down so bad can't let nobody help. My mom been mutilated, think I need some help. Can we talk about just you? I grew up around street niggas and dope fiends. Always did what I wanted, know what they told me. Lost a lot of my people and left me lonely. Still affected by demons, that's from the old me. Got a hold of my heart, don't know if I'll get better. So shoot for the stars, that's the only way I'll settle. Shoot for the stars, that's the only way I'll settle. Shoot for the stars, that's the only way I'll settle. Don't go, don't go, go. and she on her diploma. Smoking that gas, yeah, I love the aroma. Pressure upon live your ass in the coma. Steady rolling, ain't time all the struggle. Killing the game, but ain't got a controller. Put it somewhere till I ain't been it over. Top on the top of a cool, nice brain. It want me a brand new Glock. Get it stained, run up on me and your ass to get painted for the count. Yeah, I patiently waited for the people that sat there and hated. Now look up and say, Papa, I made it. Go ahead, break the knob, bitch, turn it up. Pussy so good, then fill it up. Them niggas stress shots, so send a slug. I fuck with killers, they don't give a fuck. They really set it off up in the club. Mama told me never be a scrub. I stayed up 100 when you been it up. Me and my niggas got it off the mud. Real niggas say sorry, won't say too much, yeah. Real niggas say sorry, won't say too much, yeah. Please don't go, yeah. I need more in love, baby. In love, baby. You got me style, baby. Want me style, baby. Been pouring up, baby. Missing your ties, baby, yeah. No, no, I can't walk the water. When they can't even fuck out of Georgia. Stacking that money, get rich in that order. Please don't go. Stay down, never change up, love. This and gets fame what it was. I know chest pain, but it doesn't. Thought this shit changed, but it doesn't. Love is what you gave, but it wasn't. Never had to change, been 100. Trying to put the blues in a step. Give a fuck what you saying if ain't Rex. I bet you signed the fake love. Can't see the bullshit like Ray Charles. But you said fake paper. Say that you love me, but telling me lies. Just keep it real and I stay by your side. Force us to love you, but trying to divide. Back to the end just like Bonnie and Clyde, yeah. Just like Bonnie and Clyde, yeah. Just like Bonnie and Clyde, yeah. I know she don't ride, yeah. We gon' know when they find, yeah. We gon' know when they find. I'm like, baby, you gon' slide. She like, let ride. I'm like, let's go. Drippin' Nike, we so icy, yeah. We stickin' to the coast. Please don't come to the coast.
Never could.
I think I commented it.
Hello. Can you hear me? Yeah, I guess we in there. Now, what's the word is? What we got going on?
Okay. So.
You can't concentrate because of them chips, huh?
These chips good. I'm trying to start my live.
I ain't even started mine.
See? Start your live up. Okay.
I'm going right now. This is bad like feeding a whale a Tic Tac. I'm just beefing over. Just that one bag.
But it seems like it's a lot. It seems like it's a lot of chips in here.
I actually think it's more than a Red Hot Peppers. You know what I'm saying? I got the February truffle eat that. That was the same. Waiting on Bree to start her live.
Okay, I'm here. Let's go. Okay. So, I'm Bree. Today, we're gonna get into a little conversation. I got my sis Ariel with me.
Hello, Ariel.
Hello.
Ariel. So, we're gonna get into a little conversation about non-sexual turn-ons and non-sexual turn-offs, which are different for everybody and they different for men and women. So, I'm interested in hearing your opinion. Actually, you wanna go first?
It's your show right now.
Okay, look. Okay.
Two different types of begging. Some people be begging with trumps. They already got it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't believe in, like, you've ever been in a relationship where mother don't believe in 50-50 or, you know, and it's really supposed to be 100-100 because I'm giving half, you giving half. Together we only make 100, but we supposed to make 200 together. You know what I'm saying? If I'm putting up 100, you gotta put up 100.
Look, you gotta be whole on your own. You give me 50, I need 100 because I'm 100. I feel it.
Right, but you know by law it's 50-50. You know, like begging, like you always need something, or if I call you. What you doing? Nothing, trying to figure out how to pay these bills. You trying to write an application. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let me know when you figure that out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even fuck me yet. You trying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, serious. I ain't even. I take it a step further. You ain't even you ain't even let me take you out, or we ain't even went out. We ain't even kicked it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even let me feel you out. You know what I'm saying? If that's your only goal in life is to get what you can, you're not gonna end up with much. Another type of begging, like I said, people are have it. And still want what you got. That's not, you know what I'm saying?
They say the grass greener. That's what they be thinking.
Yeah, that'd be astro time. This shit wear out every now and then. Like, I mean, like, it's like a long time ago, like the dog with the pork chop in his mouth. He just stole the pork chop. He ran above the river. And he wanted the other one that he seen in the water. And he got the barking, and the one he had in his mouth fell in the water because he was looking at his reflection.
Okay. Okay, so that's the turn off. What about the turn on? Non-sexual things that turn.
Wanting to be wanted. When you say you want to be wanted.
Okay, give us a little more. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like I like to be up under my guests. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. I understand now that, you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know what I'm saying, space brings up and that's cool, you know what I'm saying. I should be up under you 24 hours no way because both of us should be doing something with our time. I don't know, you should be at least doing something every day, you know? Yeah. I know me on the other hand, if I'm not working at the business center, I'm always online, we got online businesses too. So I'm doing that. But I'll be doing it from the bed, but my girl be like, you don't go nowhere, do you? I'll be like, I do. I leave the house. And I'm gonna call your daughter, she call my daughter, she's like, where your dad get in that land, man?
So affection, you like affection.
I like being affectionate, you know what I'm saying? Allow me to be, you know what I'm saying, be affectionate and understanding, you know what I'm saying? Understanding, not just like, I don't like to argue at all. I've been through that, did all that. If I got to argue with you or See, I don't know. I think I might sound like I'm turned on by my turn offs.
you are, you know, I'm like, what? Okay.
Okay, so my turn ons, you know what I'm saying? Just like somebody that's able to take care of themselves.
Okay. Take care of themselves.
Mentally, physically, financially. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't need nothing from me, but it's cool to want something.
Okay.
Because I know you got my back if I ever need it.
Okay. Okay. Real quick, I'm gonna just kind of go into how you were saying, and it's just like me going into a random topic about how you were saying that you do your work on your phone because you have your own business. So like that's another message for like people who are entrepreneurs wanting to date. Like sometimes that quality time just is important, and like sometimes I mean men do it too, but I can definitely say that like women, like we might want to spend time with our man, and then we get with our man and he working, and we like, why you even want to hang out with me? And you working, you're not even spending time with me. Whereas he's just happy to be in your presence, you know, and he's just enjoying spending time with you as he continues to build his legacy. And then vice versa. If it's a woman and she seems like she always working, maybe sometimes you can just ask her if she needs help with something that she's working on, you know, when it comes to these entrepreneurs.
If you come over, like if you came over and was still working, that's cool.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to get something eventually because you're my deal. But just to look at you and have you in my presence,
Yeah.
you know.
So those are important. Those that form of intimacy is important. Ari, you want to share your non-sexual turn on and turn off?
People would drink moonshine.
If it's drinking that much moonshine, to turn off for me. That means you're not taking care of your body.
Okay.
So, like a not intimate like turn on for me is a man who is aware of himself. Like you take care of yourself, and it looks different for each person. Like I have a non-negotiable and negotiable when it comes to my dating, right? So like a non-negotiable for me is a man who's aware of his health. He takes care of his health. But like a negotiable for me is a man who's vegan, right? Because I'm vegan, my diet is different. But I'm open to dating men who are different from me, but also they're aware of like, okay, I'm not gonna be drinking like a jar of moonshine every single day type of thing, and like this and that and third. Like he doesn't take care of himself, because I think health is big, you know. And I want to be able to like, I want my man to be around a long time, you know, pass it on to our kids, type of thing. Also like a man who we kind of talk about this like a little bit, but like attentive, kind of. I like attentive man, as in like I don't have to tell you everything about me. Like you pay attention to me, you know what I kind of, you see what my interests are, my hobbies, what I like, and things of that, and you pick up and you plan with that. You kind of go along with that instead of I'll have to always tell you what it is. Now, open communication is a big thing, though. You have to also communicate. Like, you can't expect someone to know you completely and know what your types of like dates like you're talking about.
I had communication, consistency,
Yeah, that's
common
key.
sense.
Common sense. Yeah, common sense is big. But yeah, that especially consistency, like that is. Even like we go through things, right, and all our lives require us to maybe have more attention to one thing or another. But like again, that communication piece comes in to play when you know, like, okay, this week may be a little bit inconsistent when it comes to like maybe my attention, because this is requiring more of it. But that open communication to let that person know where you're at, and like having them also have a mutual understanding, because I can't expect, like you were saying, I can't expect someone to be up under me or knowing, you know, be with me like 24/7. So like,
but don't get me wrong, whenever you want me, be around me, I'm there. I'm always open. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never too busy, and I make that a point. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never too busy.
See, okay, so that's why I'm single, right? Because I be too busy, and that's what like we in that era of ain't nobody too busy. You just not a priority.
That's not true.
You hear me? Like I hear where people come from when they say that.
I just
but
don't
like,
be doing a whole lot.
No,
I do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm open. Either my kids are like 16 and 21, so I'm open.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the expectation, because sometimes, okay, so like we can say that the
I
person
don't
got
want to
some
see you every
downtime.
day though.
We can say a person got some downtime, but they like they're busy for weeks on edge, and they just really need to decompress and just like relax for themselves. So just because you see a person and it seems like they not busy, it don't mean that they got the time and energy to interact with somebody else.
so why would I start entertaining someone else I know I'm not going to be in a space to
Exactly.
give it? Exactly. You know, like I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's
when you
what I'm
gotta be
single.
upfront. I just need my itch scratched.
Look, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because, like you said, why would you even get? And then that open communication. So it's like for me, I'm always like, well, I'm self-employed, so my time is shaky. So like, I might even make plans and then have to cancel plans. Because for me, I got my money is the first thing that I'm thinking of. Because I, you know, so that's for me. And so that then go back to. That go back to when you be like, you ain't even took a woman out or nothing like that. Like for me, I can definitely say that over this year, when I came into like full-time employment, it was certain men were like, I'm wondering what you have to offer before I even give you my time and attention because you not what's going on. So I can definitely say that that's a thing for me. Turn off. Non-sexual turn off.
Turn off. A man has a super good hygiene. Hygiene is a big thing. Yeah, I don't know. That's my biggest turn on is hygiene. So like turn off.
That's big hygiene is both biggest both ones.
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't like.
See, the homeboys.
I don't like nasty
A lot
men.
of I'm saying the homeboys smoke. His name is Smoke. We have a show called Philosophy. What's it, the philosophy? Yes, I mean, it's the philosophy. It has to be the philosophy. And he was talking about, he was breaking some things down. And he was talking about the definition, the acronym for the word man and the word boy. And boy stood for burden on you.
Mm-hmm. Look, I've heard that.
And man stands for meeting all needs.
Yeah, I've heard that. What's the thing you said?
Smoke.
Oh, okay. Look, let me know. I heard it though. I knew I heard it.
I heard it before.
For real, somewhere, somehow.
That's why you made it Tuesday. See, like, I should have been there. But I was like, you know what? My car acting funny with his ugly self. And I don't ask nobody for nothing, for real.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Because I really don't, like, I really don't feel like I need much. So, I mean, like, coming up being, you know what I'm saying, coming up from, at one point in time, making thousands of dollars to just being happy, just being able to pay my bills is like, you know, I'm very humble now. Extremely humble. You know, I've been for a long time. I had to reprocess my way of thinking. So, like I know I can ask her for anything, but I don't.
Right, but okay.
I mean, if I really need something, like when I came from, I was eating, they were smoking so much weed yesterday that I think I had caught a contact because I think I was like about 2-3 miles away from home. I don't even remember how I got home. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a contact. I don't remember how I got home. So I don't remember calling my kid like, hey, can you go get my daughter? And she was like, yeah, she asked, you know, like I was hoping she did it. Like by the time my daughter got home, I was knocked out. Then it was that. My medicine. That's a whole other story.
It is. And now I got another whole nother story. Another whole nother story. And I'm gonna get into my turn on and turn off. But really quick, I'm gonna just go to saying that open communication is we like to be quote unquote easy to please and not need much, but then like it feels weird when we do need something and ain't nobody offering. But it's like maybe they've offered in the past and we are quick to turn it down because we don't need nobody, or maybe we need something and we're not quick to ask for their help. And so people tend to be like, well, they got it. And so we kind of give ourselves that strong person mentality.
In my past, like the past relationships, I have more giver than a receiver. So that's like one of the reasons. Because I was dating. Okay. There we go. You gotta attract who you are. So it's like you attract who you are. So whatever level of life I was on at the time, that's where my attraction was. You know, now that I'm doing something different for the past 5, 6, 7 years, my level of attraction is going up. You know what I'm saying? It's like sky high.
Right.
It went different though. So I'm attracting, let's say, women instead of girls.
Okay.
So what's the difference? How do you know like what's the difference?
Right. What's the acronym for women and girls?
How you know acronym?
Well, how do you know you're attracting a woman versus you're attracting a man?
Thought process, the way you carry yourself. You know, I got a thing for like the relative. get a mixture, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get a mixture of hood chick and like grown woman. That's like the best combination you can
And
do.
evolve to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm from the west side of Kevin, you know? So it's just like the difference though. A girl, I mean, it said within the, like in the timeline. I mean, a girl that's someone who's young. A woman that's somebody that's older. Yeah, definitely. I mean, like a woman got up on it's like a responsible thought. The woman got her bills paid and she out in the club, they can buy whatever she want, and then when she hear that ass come on, she jump up and start dancing. Yeah,
It's an important balance. It's an important balance. I was out shaking ass last night.
responsible thought. I like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I call it.
Responsible thought. That's the new term for today. Responsible thought. Okay. So a non-sexual turn on for me in a man is I absolutely love for a man to attentively and intentionally and calmly give me like instructions or directions or even information. I love for a man to yes, oh my god, yes, like for him to look me in my eye and give me some information or tell me something that I didn't know without making me feel silly for not knowing it. That's it right there. I love it. Or for a man to get excited. Like, you know how first we're going to stop and we're going to say it's the difference between a man and a nigga. We're talking about men and boys, but we're going to say it's the difference between a man and a nigga. So that's what we're going to make sure we got that for when I start saying nigga.
This nigga here.
For real.
It's different between this nigga here and this my nigga here.
It's the difference between a nigga just telling you some stuff and a man actually giving you some direct instructions that's actually beneficial, as well as niggas just be talking about what they've been through and what they done but I don't want to say they're still in the same place, but like they really haven't evolved as much. So like for a man to tell me about his experiences and the reason that he does what he does and how he is who he is, and he a good person and he just like get excited about it and like tell me about his passions and how all of that shit shapes him, that is a huge sign for me. So I guess like about open communication, I love for a man to be able to effectively, affectionately, and calmly communicate with me. As y'all can see, I get kind of loud out of nowhere. So like that's another turn on for me. I knew this one guy, and he was just like talk slow. Like as I'm talking, when it was his turn to talk, he would just regulate his voice volume so that I'm able to bring myself back. Like I am a little loud.
That's how you deal with flight or fight response.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's stuff.
Keep your tone regulated.
So it's stuff like that. Stuff like that that really attracts me. They just what they say it gets me going. It gets me going non-sexually. And then some non-sexual turn off. Cigarettes is a non-sexual turn off for me.
I know a fine thing like that.
That's a non-sexual turn off for me.
Cigarettes and cigarette.
No, weed is fine. If you want to smoke some weed, we can smoke some weed. But the cigarettes, I'm not really. I don't like the cigarettes. I mean,
I can go with that.
I'm just asking because I smoke cigarettes, but I don't smoke weed. And plus, I'm a Capricorn.
Look, I'm gonna say because then you leading me into my another one. I cannot stand for a man to be like, "What's your sign?" And I be
Stop
like,
sign, motherfucker. You ain't got no job. Stop.
And I'm like, I'm an Aquarius because I'm in tune with the moon. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I go with the moon. I go with the stars, and I'm an Aquarius. I know my sun, my moon, my rock, and all of that. So what the fuck is that? What? I feel like our compatibility is based on our actual attraction to one another and our ability to adjust whatever traits or quote unquote opposite zodiac traits to kind of mesh with each other. So like when a man
This
gets
shit only true with serial killers.
what the zodiac stuff, like evolved, all of those evolved signs, they are aware of all of the toxic traits and they are able to check that shit. You know what I'm saying?
For you, like horoscopes and astrology as a cop out to like
Hell
work on
yeah.
myself and also men and have relationships and connect with other
I don't believe
people.
people like. I'm sorry for stuff, but people be like, Capricorn's the worst. But I'm not like average. I'm not like the average Capricorn. I mean, like people like Capricorn's the worst. Like, you really can't count on zodiac signs to
like for men because I feel like men to do that because like I said like I'm in tune with the movement, so I'm pretty sure I get that vibe off, and so like men be trying to appeal to me with that zodiac stuff. So I'll be like, I'm an Aquarius. What does that mean? And they be like, they just say some bullshit. You know,
women do it
Aquarius
too.
cool,
they do.
though.
They do.
I know
A
like
lot of my friends are Aquarius.
We cool people.
I know like I used to use my like a new zodiac sign as a way. No, I'm a Leo. I used to.
You a Gemini?
I'm
Look
a
at
Gemini. But like I used to use like that. Oh, he's a Scorpio. This is why he act like that, but not realizing like he's doing this because he doesn't like the area. So like, okay, this is what it is. Stop using the horoscope and whatever it is as a mask to what it really truly like presents itself as.
Yes,
He's on that bullshit, by
He's on his
mind.
good.
For real, whatever you
It's not his
saying.
sign. It's just him as a person.
You gotta be okay.
Whatever you saying you
know
can't
that.
help, you can't help.
You gotta be okay with knowing that everything you gotta know how to love and sometimes separate that love.
That's another word. You gotta be okay with knowing everybody ain't for you. That's another word.
And you gotta know how to love. To me, I was like in love with my kids, for my son, for a long time and enough years, but together we were with each other. And the last, well, we were together like, we had been together like preceding last month making a year, so we was apart like 3 to 4 years before she passed away. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, just like we were off and on or whatever. It's been a long time since we had been serious, but like that was like the one that I was like, you know, everybody got that one person that they was like lost their fucking mind dealing with. You know what I'm
Looks at the
saying?
camera like I'm on the office.
Like they lost their mind dealing with. But
So your greatest lessons come from most people.
yeah, sometimes then I had to understand. That what's that person's backstory though? You know,
Okay, look, because I have the worst habit of validating the way people treat me with their backstory, and they don't have shit to do with me, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I'm a natural healer. I'm an empath, and so first of all, your trauma is affecting me much deeper than you even recognize. You didn't even come to me with the bullshit. You not respecting me at all. So like that is true. That is true, and so that's why it's important how you say sometimes you gotta love them and sometimes you gotta leave them. When you get to understanding a person's backstory, and that's why they are how they are. Okay, you can offer help if you really love them, if you really care for them.
Wow.
But like I'm not. People be calling me a therapist. I'm not certified. I cannot change your life if you don't want to change your life. And I can say that like at 26, I'm aware of a lot of things that I need to change. So I would rather interact with a person that's aware with the things that they need to change as well, and they want to work on them. So not to say I don't give a fuck about your backstory, but like I'm not gonna allow your backstory to
like women.
excuse the way that you treated me.
Yeah, we take on like that nurture.
no, it's never excuse for that because you haven't, because if you ain't trying to become better or you okay, she was so stuck on her past and why her mama did her wrong, why her daddy had to die. You know, like she was just so stuck on the past things that happened in her life instead of looking forward to the future. And I think it was part in her depression or what have you. It took me to think about, okay, you know what? This person's mood is altered because of A, you know, so not that it's an excuse, but you have to forgive that person in order so that you can mentally and physically focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because it came down to a point where I had to sit like, damn, do I love myself enough? You know what I'm saying? I love myself too much to keep putting myself through this and putting you through this, because together we're going to allow each other to do whatever we want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be able to focus on doing what I need to do because you're gonna let me slide into whatever the hell I want to place. So apart from you, I know what I need to do. So I need to find that person that's going to be like, okay, this is what you need to do, and this is how you need to have it done.
Like a therapist?
Not so much like a therapist.
But no, because that's another thing in relationships. People be like, find somebody that's gonna know, find a therapist. Like,
Yeah.
no.
It's no one's responsibility to
or even like you said, like yes, it's true. Like it's good to have a village, a community, and a tribe that's gonna help keep you on track. But I feel like when you looking for a partner, you shouldn't be looking for somebody that's gonna tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not so much to tell, but like okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the word? What's the best word? Not even but be in some kind of how be a cheerleader for you.
Oh,
You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
support you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah,
doesn't
for
like
support.
expect
You know
them
what
to
I'm saying?
take on
But
their
like,
whole role.
I don't need nobody to tell me what I should be doing. Now, not every day, all day. Now, if you see me slacking, I expect you to, you know what I'm saying? Because people will slack off and don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've done it before. I had to have a top of my gear. She was like, you're becoming not the person that I'm person that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that slacked off a little bit. You know, I'm like, all right, thank you. You know. So you have to let that person know, but sometimes people don't know, you know what I'm saying? I've been going through anxiety, depression is no excuse because I know how to deal with it, and I also got to deal with people on a day-to-day basis that have that what's deal with it. So I have to be the best me that I can.
Yeah,
You know
I feel it. I feel that for sure. With my sessions, I have mindful sessions, and when I have my individual sessions, with the mindful moments we breathe, they are sessions where we do meditation and breathing exercises as well as yoga, some form of stretching, and then we do some form of creativity, writing, drawing, singing, whatever creativity speaks to that person that allows them to express themselves in the best way that they can find happiness. And so a lot of times when I have a one-on-one session, we don't even get to the creativity part that first session because something happens, like as we doing our breathing or we get something and they feel comfortable and they want to open up and they want to share some stuff. So it kind of turned into how I say, like, I'm not a licensed therapist, but it kind of turned into their therapy session. So I can definitely understand and relate when you say, like, we can take on a lot of people. And even if you're not having a therapy session, even if you just going to work every day and interacting with people every day, you can definitely take on a lot of things that bring you down and get you off track. So I definitely agree. But back to...
So my thing is titled as peer specialist.
We're gonna have to next week we'll probably talk about that, and then as well as some ways to like decompose and like decompress from all of that. But just again interacting with people in general when you come home from work, because that's another thing. Could be like when you work all day and then you come home and all you gotta do is eat and then take a shower and do it all day again. Like that's not creating happiness in nobody. Like when y'all get off y'all 9 to 5 and then just eat, go to sleep, and then do the same thing. So we're gonna have to have some conversation on how we can decompress and get into some grooves of our own things.
Okay.
The last, and this probably not even the last, but this one of the main things, one of my most main sexual turn offs is when, so I do erotic poetry or whatever. So I will get up there on the stage and I'm doing my little poem or whatever. So boom, I get off the stage and it's always gonna be some man that think I'm gonna suck his dick just because I was on stage talking about sucking dick. So he connects with me and I'm like, okay. And so of course
So they try to do Tiffany, don't do her like that.
I'm doing, what you mean? That's how they do me.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about on period. That's how I be like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Don't do it like that.
And so I'm like, this might it, and then like, because I'm just reflecting back on times that I've actually like engaged and actually like gave a person my time, and then fast forward, even if they tricked me that first time we hang out, sure enough the second time, so where you get the inspiration from your poetry. I do so many other things. We is not finna talk about me talking about sucking dick right now. Like, is that was your goal? That was what you wanted? So that's my other like, even if, and of course, because I had a man tell me, like, of course that would be like the natural reaction after you hear one of my poems to want to see what's gonna happen. But it's like, you got your hand up.
I know.
But it's like,
I'm waiting to hear the poem, one of your poems, since you are on the air. You can't say stuff like that here. It just don't. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got Tiffany. She said, "Oh, when I wrote a new one, be like, do it." Not be like, do it. You hear me?
I might do it at the end.
Well, we got 42. It's 42 minutes. We got about 15 minutes left.
Okay, well, I'll do it shortly. But yeah, no, I can understand.
It don't have to be. It don't have to be like that. It can be anyone, any kind of poem.
Any kind of poem.
Any kind of poem. It don't have to be.
It don't matter. I can do whatever because our topic was non-sexual turn on and turn off.
I should have found orange float. I think I got it on here somewhere.
So it really doesn't matter to me. But the importance, real quick, I'm gonna get into some conversation on like the importance of when you are beginning to date someone and when you are attracted to somebody, the importance of them being able to turn you on without touching you. Cause like how often do that happen? Right? And then it's also we in this age where everybody
All they gotta
fucking
do is
all the
smell
time.
good, then I'm just thankful.
Say all they gotta do is smell.
Yeah.
See, that hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene.
But
If the feet look clean, then the pussy must be clean too.
say.
Look at the feet. Nah, I heard that from long time ago when I used to listen to DJ Quick and them.
But
See, I'm 43.
I'm 26.
Yeah.
So 43 out of your 43 years, how often have you been with a woman, not even in a relationship, but like how you say all she gotta do is smell good, but like something like, I don't know, calling you after work and asking you if you ate or something, like that form of intimacy that's connecting with you mentally, spiritually, and emotionally.
It usually happen after. That's my pick. That used to be my pickup line. I need a. I can't give you out of the game.
No, Lord, what's the pickup line? I know the pickup line ain't asking her to cook nothing.
Nah, it's like, but it's like, and I'll be honest. Like, if that's not my pickup line, it's my follow up line.
Asking her to cook something. That's what he did. Y'all can't see him. He said,
So that's after the fact.
How quickly are you asking her to cook?
No,
don't
so
ask me
like,
to cook shit.
say
I mean, nothing wrong
but we
with it.
better.
It's not. I like, but you know, I like to cook anyway. So
But
if
what-
I'm fucking with you, then I'm gonna eventually cook for something. Cook for something.
Okay, this is what I used to do. This is like 20 years ago. I say, I don't do it now. I'm too old. I do it. Do you like me? Check yes or no. That's what I do. Will you go
You said to
Be
pick up a
direct.
paper with it, or you
Be
just have
direct.
to text?
Right, I gotta text it now.
You gotta text it?
Right. No, but I'll meet a female, you know what I'm saying? I let her a day or two go by. I'll call her like
See, I let a
around.
day or two go by.
I'll call her like around
What time?
12 or between 12 and 1 p.m. And I would ask them if they ate yet, if they at work, you know what I'm saying? And I would actually go out of my way to bring them something to eat.
Somebody
I
take
love
notes.
that.
Somebody
I
take
love
notes.
that.
He'll text them, call them, then
And that's
12
if
to
I
1.
like you.
If
But is
you
this
want,
the
if you
beginning,
want
though?
anything.
But this is in the beginning, so how do you know you like them?
Cause
How
she
do
was
you-
pretty.
I don't know. But,
She had a fat ass.
that ain't
Her toenails was done.
She had some good perfume. That was it.
I don't know. I think if you like, I think anybody like me, I like them. You know what I'm saying? I be falling in love too quick.
Ooh.
I
We're
love
gonna
it.
have to get into that.
Nah.
He said, nah, we're gonna have to get into that.
No, but that's and then if I know it wasn't no possibility of you sticking around, I would call a certain time. I would call and I would pose the question, and it would be like, "Oh, I'm already ate, but that's sweet of you." I'm like, "All right, I'll get you next time." So it's kind of 50-50, you know what I'm saying? And it's really 50-50. Sometimes I be hoping that they be like, "Oh, I already ate lunch."
So you helping it?
Yeah.
So you won't have to
So
follow
ain't
up with
right,
the
so ain't have to
follow up.
with the.
Back then, wasn't nobody, you know, you don't
I had a partner of mine
they want real and shit.
the other day. Like we couldn't do like years ago, but we've been on and off. So like for the first time, like last week, he told me, he was like, "This is the first time you ever told me that I look like compliment him physically." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I never realized that, but like I kind of felt like the whole trajectory of our relationship kind of changed at that moment. Because it was like he kind of saw me more as like, are you actually now into me? But like I always thought I complimented him, but like he like, you know, I didn't realize men pick up on that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because we as women expect it the most, and then to hear him to say that.
You ain't gonna do, you know,
I actually I go out of my way to compliment black men now because that's been brought to my attention before.
Yeah, like
And those compliments mean so much to them. Like, they mean a lot to them. Like, I promise you, you can compliment a man haircut and he'll be thinking about it all day. He might be thinking about it all week. You know what I'm saying? Them little small compliments mean a lot. So I definitely try to go out of my way.
Yeah, and like, cause see, like he's a man who always has done for me. So like this, like the other day, like yesterday, I was hanging with him and just kind of being with him all day. And he was just showing me his skills and what he likes to do. Like he's a computer geek, right? And like I don't know nothing of computers and like how to build a computer, but he was just in his element, just telling me everything. And I'm like, just
that's
there.
That's non-sexual turn on right there.
Yeah, and it was I love like he's seeing him in his element. I complimented him after that. Like I really enjoyed today because it was what you like.
Yeah.
But also, I can tell like he was very much more like, I don't know how to say, vulnerable with me because like she's accepting me now.
You was in
like,
his world.
In his world.
You was in
kind of like enjoying it. I'm like, okay, this is nice. We can learn and do this together. You know?
Okay, but look, that's okay because you was in
computers and stuff too.
But look, you saying okay, but look, that's a whole nother topic. We keep getting into these whole nother topics because how often did he invite you into his world?
Not really, because I don't really think that he probably thought that I would be into it.
So that's okay. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, if he's
and that made me reflect on
man,
myself. Like, why do I?
No, but I'm wondering why he like how we just got into. We need to understand our value in our work, right? So if you talking to somebody and you know that you got some cool shit, like computer shit is cool. I was in computer classes at Matthew Dickey's in elementary school and stuff like that, but I can't do no computer now either. But that shit is really cool to me, right? So my thing is, if a man is interested enough in a woman to pursue her, why wouldn't he want to bring her into his world? And it's like, are you thinking less of yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that a reflection on how you feel? Like, do you feel quote unquote unworthy? And it's not to say that that's not justified, right? Because a lot of men are broken down in the world, so they can feel like this is whack, especially in this world where bitches like drug dealers and stuff like that. He could probably think I'm a computer nerd, you know.
What she say, ain't nobody finna wait no 2 weeks for you to get paid.
Friday, what you
like,
mean?
Really?
So he could very well possibly think, but like that's another thing that I really wish more men would do. Boom, I went on a date with this man and he was talking about how, you know, people be like happy wife, happy life, and he was like, no, happy spouse, happy house. And it made me proud to hear a black man say that, because I feel like very often black men don't put their happiness first in a relationship. But then I always wonder like why they unhappy in a relationship. And they be like, the relationship only at stake when the woman unhappy. Well, that's because she finna leave. You not finna leave because you so satisfied with in-house pussy. That's just how I look at it.
Right. Sometimes it just be I didn't, as a man, I mean, I didn't been in all kinds of relationships with females. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to know. I had to go back. I even went back and check. I could call someone. I could still call my ex-girlfriends and still talk with them if I wanted to, because we left because of differences, and like my mind and my heart just wasn't into a lot of relationships. A lot of relationships I was in was during the 15 to 20 years I was with my kid's mother, you know, and so it was like a break from that. And okay, I'm gonna need this person.
It wasn't even serious.
To me, I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Because I love these women, and I treated these women with respect. You know what I'm saying? Pay bills and everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I had a few moved into cribs and all types of shit, but it just didn't last. So I wanted to know what it was that I did, or the main thing that I came up with is like my communication, and I shut down. You know what I'm saying? I still do that. I still got a tendency of wanting to do that, but so I have to hurry up and say what I got to say before I shut down, because I will shut down, and I wouldn't care. You know? Just
you acknowledging that though, like shout out to you for acknowledging that, because a lot of us shut down in conversation and wonder why the resolution
You're on there with Queen Brorilla.
Can you hear me? Yeah, man. It's just been a lot going on.
Okay, that was cool. I like that. Whatever that was about. That was cool.
Those some of the bells and whistles we offer.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, you know, we can wrap when you ready to get started about the show, of course, you got a logo, your logo. You know. That was just something I did today.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to do something with Clean Bree. I got a logo for my breathing Bree business, but I don't have anything for
You be calling yourself that for real? Oh, I was just doing it to be doing it.
I think that like a lot of black women be doing that these days.
They should.
As they should.
They call themselves bitches. Why not just better call yourself a
Exactly.
queen? But like, if you call yourself a bitch, you gotta know what it means. It's two meanings: being in total control of herself, beautiful, intellectual, thick chocolate, caramel honey. You know what I'm saying? Or being in total control of him. You gotta activate the word nigga. Never ignorant getting goals accomplished. That's what Tupac was saying. You know.
Okay. So
No, man.
you say no, ma'am.
I don't know what you was gonna say. I'm just gonna.
So, Ariel, can you think of any like situations or examples where that your partner being able to turn you on without touching you? He got his hand up. What's up?
I got a question for your show right now.
Okay.
You're talking about turn-ons and turn-ons. Okay. Would you?
He making a question right now.
No, I'm saying, would you marry yourself?
Would I marry? Oh my gosh.
Would you marry
Yes.
yourself?
Yes, I would. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like even like myself as right now, and like something that I have often said is that I'm not like this entire year I have not been in a serious relationship, and I haven't even entertained the thought of a serious relationship because I had stopped looking at my credit score in the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? So it was so many things like my credit score, the amount of debt that I'm in, even just like I'm in therapy. I advocate for mental health, so like I'm in therapy. So even just like finding a therapist, it was a lot of things within myself that I felt like I wasn't ready for a relationship, and so it wasn't any point in me. How we were just talking about being 100, offering 100 in a relationship, and then offering 100. I was like, okay, I'm only being real with myself. I can only offer 65 in a relationship. But like me, as this year is ending, absolutely, I would definitely marry me because I have learned so much this year. I've grown like so much this year, and then like even the things that are not in order, they're working on getting in order. So yeah, I would marry you.
Name three things.
He was the questions of.
Name three things that you would be like that you would say yes to if somebody asked you to marry. I mean, what would be the three main things?
What you mean?
If you're in a relationship with somebody, and
What makes the
they
marriage
wanted to marry
quality?
you, what's the three main qualities that will persuade you of this decision to say yes?
They open communication. They would have to be very good at communicating because I like to communicate a lot. So like open communication, and then understanding that like I also have anxiety. So like sometimes I might want to over communicate, and give me a little bit of patience with that. That'll be the first one. And then as I was explaining earlier, I just love a man that can lead. So a man that is attentive and intentional and calm when he is leading me, or even if he got to get worked up for a little bit, as long as he not like mean when he leading me and guiding me.
So assertive.
We can say we can do some, we can say assertive. I was gonna say we can assert some stuff.
That's assertive, not insertive.
That's why I said that.
I'm talking about assertive. We talking about insertive.
Okay.
And you, music lover.
You said music lover.
No, I got that from this movie called Tombstone. You got to see it. I'm 43, so y'all.
I'm not even a movie person. I'll be honest with you. I gotta watch a movie with somebody.
But for marriage qualities for me, it'll have like there's communication. That's big. Because again, like I was talking about the partner that I've been experiencing again lately. I remember like I have a tendency to kind of hold off on communication and maybe text it after we finish with each other. And he kind of called out. He's like last time we hung out with each other, he's like, "Is there anything we need to talk about now before you go home? Before you text?" And I was like, "Wow!" Like like call me out and just make me grow. And
Some
be
people don't.
uncomfortable.
Some people don't have a physical voice.
Mhm.
So some people will come out there to writing letters. it come out.
I know I'm
better
gonna write it
in the
like
text.
I'm gonna write it like that, like, cause it took me. I'm still working on like when it comes to me public. Like I have all these amazing ideas, but then like when it comes to me like actual speaking, it's like I kind of go, that anxiety comes to take over.
I
So
just started getting brutally honest in these past 3 years.
He said brutally honest. Do honesty require brutality?
it does not.
Extremely honest.
If you're brutally honest, then be brutally honest.
I mean, it might not be brutal to a person if they can accept the truth.
Okay. We're not gonna get into that.
Yeah, I think that's another topic.
I was
That's
like,
a
we're not
big
gonna get into that.
Well, let's get into that poem. We got 2 minutes left. Anything else you want to say?
No, I do want to say my last thing
What's your last
for
thing?
marriage that'll qualify me for marriage before I get into this poem. Good with finances. And I can say again, because like we didn't have conversations on that. Like I can say that I have been in a place where like I was horrible with my finances, and now I'm at a place where like this is life. Like I gotta be on top of this. So I wouldn't want to be with a person that even like cause I plan on being rich. You know what I'm saying? So even when I'm rich, I don't want no man that is just irresponsible with his money.
My stepfather, shout out, rest in peace, shout out to him. I did about 2-3 years. I think he died in 2019. 33 years anyway. He was extremely good with his finances.
Mm-hmm.
He set aside IRAs, all types of stuff. He had the money to buy whatever he wanted to buy 2-3 times, but he would settle for, why go out and get a car and pay a car note all my life, but pay a car note on a $20,000 car, but I go grab this car for $5,000, put $1,500, $1,600 in it, and get it up to park, get up to speed and rolling.
Yeah.
He always did that, like for the 40, I'm 43, for the 40-something years that I've known him, you know what I'm saying? He would do that. He was a very studious person. He kept a ledger. I don't care if he bought a piece of bubble gum. He would write down what he spent his money on. He knew what all his.
And I learned that from the old white people when I was working in retail. Then white women would pull their checkbooks out, and I'm like, we don't accept checks, and they'd be like, I'm just logging what I spent.
That's how my granny is. Whatever she always told me, she's like, keep track of your finances. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you buy. Keep your receipts. I'm like, okay, okay, I got it.
That $3 gonna add up.
That $3 add, and it does.
Okay, so real quick, I'll get into this poem.
By humbug.
I'm gonna look this. You streaming?
Yeah.
You streaming? I'm gonna look into my camera. He got this big energy that make my heart skip a beat. No lie, it literally flutters when he speaks. Baby, you give me butterflies inside, and I wish I wasn't so shy. I wish I could just walk up to him and tell him hi. I wish I could make him my guy. Ride his dick into the sunrise. Make him breakfast. Fix his plate. I'll feed him if he want me to. I said, I'll feed him if he want me to. And I got not one joke about being his mama, because it's the difference between raising and serving. I want to serve him. But he make me a little nervous, and I really don't know if I deserve him, because he just seems so perfect. He got this big energy. And I wonder if he even notices me. And that's that piece.
You done already?
I'm done already.
So I guess the name of the poem is BDE.
It is. That's the name of the poem.
What BDE stand for?
It stands for big energy.
Really?
Yes.
I heard you know some other people are good, nice people too.
I bet they are.
But yeah, I ain't trying to
I
find
bet
out.
they are. Probably some really decent people.
Said they ain't got no choice.
Basically,
You fucked
they
up.
gotta be nice. Probably gotta know how to cook too. I don't know.
Y'all is messed up for that. That is.
For real. Well,
Where can they find you at, gorgeous?
y'all can find me on Instagram, Facebook at Breathe, like a breath of fresh air, with Bree, and that's Bree, B-R-I. So Breathe with Bree.
Is that what you want to name this?
Maybe, probably.
Because you can be yourself when you're around, like the saying the statement, you can be yourself when you're around me. So this.
I could be myself.
I'm not talking about you. That's what you're telling your audience.
Okay, because I could be myself around everybody.
I see. This energy poem.
Look, But yes, I'm so glad that y'all tuned in. Thank y'all for joining me. This week was fun. Ariel, thank you for coming on, sharing.
Thanks for inviting.
Yes, yes. You gonna take us out?
Yep, we out this motherfucker.